guys, Cece back with another video, and today's video is going to be 10 products that I love under $10. First time watching me, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also make sure you click the little notification bell so you can always be notified of all of my future videos, because you never want to miss a single upload. If you also want to follow me in between videos, make sure you are following me on Instagram at YvetteLuvsBeauty, and also subscribe to my family vlog channel right here on YouTube at Bradley TV. Jumping right into this video, I have done videos like this in the past, you guys. I always like to give you all my drugstore favorites because not everybody is trying to break the bank when it comes to makeup. I know we talk about a lot of high-end products on this channel, but I also like to focus on drugstore products as well. I think it's really fun to talk about drugstore products and products that you just really don't have to break the bank on. Even though the drugstore is getting high too, however, you can still find those gems in the drugstore that won't cost you an arm and a leg, and a lot of times are dupes for higher end products. So this isn't a dupes video, but these are my favorite products, some of my favorite products under $10. I've shown you guys some of the more common products that I feel like a lot of people talk about, but here I have some more uncommon products that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about. Like, people like to bring up the same products in these videos, but there are some real gems at the drugstore that you can find that are under $10 that not everybody knows about. Another fun thing about this video is that I am wearing all of the products that I talk about on my face right now, and I'll be showing you guys how I apply it as I talk about it. So let's go ahead and jump into product number 1. This is an eyeshadow primer that's mainly used for glitters, but of course you can also use it for regular eyeshadows. I use it all the time for regular eyeshadows as well as glitter, and it has the most tacky feel. This is just one of the best eye primers I have found on the market because it's super tacky, and it's one of the products that I use a whole lot, and I don't really mention a lot on my channel. I kind of forget to mention it because I'm like, you know, it's one of my everyday products, so I just forget to mention it. But this is definitely a great primer. It's under $10. You can find it at the drugstore. You can find it at Ulta, anywhere they sell NYX, and this is definitely a standout product if you're looking for something to keep your eyelids nice and matte and your eyeshadow gripped. The next product that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the eyeshadow palette that I use to create this gorgeous look right here on my face, and it is the Profusion Cosmetics 7-shade multi-finish eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow palette is absolutely gorgeous. You get 7 of the most beautiful shades I've ever seen in my life. You get 2 of these like glitter shades, and then you get 5 matte shades, and this black is one of the darkest blacks I've ever seen. It's like a true black. It's not like really ashy or anything like that, and I just love these mauve shades. It's more of a fall palette, but I feel like if you have a light hand, you can definitely make this into a spring or a summer palette like I did. I just love the lid color, which is this shade right here. I don't think they have shade names. No, they don't have shade names, but this gorgeous like glitter, the second one, is just so beautiful. I put the lightest shade on my inner corner, and you can make a very easy, pretty look with this palette. Profusion has a lot of great eyeshadow palettes. They have face palettes that I love. That's a brand I would definitely check out when looking for affordable products. Here's one that I think I've only talked about once or twice on my channel, and it's the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Now, this was supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha, y'all know what I'm talking about. I'll put it on the screen. The Tatcha primer that we all love. So I do have the Tatcha primer. I've used the Tatcha primer for a very long time now. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've used it several times, and I absolutely love this primer. I feel like it's very close to the Tatcha primer. Like, this is as close of a dupe as you are going to get, and I mean, I think it's super similar. Like, seriously, if you had a choice between the Tatcha and the e.l.f., I would probably pick up the e.l.f., to be quite honest. But this is a really great product. It's $8, you guys. $8, whereas the Tatcha primer is $52. So I would definitely take e.l.f. up on this deal here. It's a very nice smoothing primer. That's one of the properties that I love so much about Tatcha. Your face is just super smooth and super blurred before you even put on your foundation, and you just look amazing. Like, it gives the best base to start your makeup application. This, again, primer does the exact same thing. Moving along, let's talk about foundation. I'm wearing something, I don't think I've ever talked about this foundation on my channel, and it's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation in the shade Toffee. We all know Wet n Wild to be a super affordable brand, but the thing that I think makes Wet n Wild stand out is their quality. Not only are they super affordable, but the products are quality and they work. I have so many Wet n Wild products. You guys know that's one of my favorite affordable brands, and I have their liquid foundation. I don't think I have it anymore. Their liquid foundation. I didn't love the liquid foundation. However, this Photo Focus Stick Foundation is very, very nice. Not the most mattifying foundation in the world. So if you're super oily, I don't know if I will wear this for a very long day, especially not now in the summertime. However, in the winter time, fall time, or if you're just going to run some errands, I think this is a super quick and easy, gorgeous foundation on the skin. It just gives a nice medium coverage, and I think if you're just looking for a nice everyday foundation, this is a good one. I want to say this is like $8 or $9. I just really love this. My shade is, what shade am I? This is Toffee Medium Deep Warm. Moving along, I have another e.l.f. product, and it's the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is a newer concealer to the e.l.f. line. It's less than a year old, I want to say, and e.l.f. is actually another brand that's really stepped their game up. They really play off the inexpensiveness of their products. However, they bring you quality. Most of their products, I'll say. They do bring you quality. So this is the new 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and I must say, this is such a good full coverage concealer. It's one of those concealers that gets like tacky, and then when you blend it in, again, you get super full coverage, but it doesn't look cakey underneath the eyes, which I think is a plus. Some concealers, when they're super full coverage, they can end up looking cakey, and you just don't look good underneath the eyes. This concealer definitely looks good underneath the eyes, and it looks good for a while, not just for a couple of hours. Like, I can get, I don't know about 16 hours because I've never tested it for 16 hours, but I can get a good 10 to 12 hours out of this concealer before I start to see any creasing or any movement or anything like that. So this is definitely one to try. I want to say this one's only $6, and totally in love with it. To set that concealer, I know I've talked to you guys about these before, but these are the ColourPop No Filter setting powders. My favorite way to use these are together. I love these shades together. This one's in translucent and this one is in banana. I mix the shades together, pop them up under the eyes, and it leaves my under eye just soft and beautiful. The powder is super fine and doesn't settle into any lines and just looks really good underneath the eyes. I tried a powder, that new brand in Target, Makeup Obsession. I tried that powder in one of my recent videos, and you guys, that was a disaster. Like, if you're looking for a drugstore powder, I would stay away from that powder and definitely pick up these ColourPop setting powders. I did not like the ColourPop foundations, but the setting powders, everything. For my bronzer today, I'm wearing a Morphe bronzer, and it's this little mini guy right here. I got this from Ulta for like $7 a few months ago. I haven't used it too much, but I've used it enough to know that I really like it, especially for the price. This is the Morphe bronzer in the shade Debutante, and again, this is $7 at Ulta, and it's just a little guy, but that's really all I need. The shade is perfect for my skin tone. I think there are other mini shades as well, but don't quote me on that. But this shade is just perfect for my skin tone. It blends out very well. Doesn't leave my skin looking muddy or anything, and I'm just a big fan of this little bronzer here. I don't know what took me so long to dive into it and why I haven't used it more, but as I use it more and more, I just really fall more and more in love with it, and I want to keep it on my vanity like at all times. So of course I had to put y'all up on highlighter game. Usually I'm talking about my Essence highlighter, I forgot what it's called, but y'all know the highlighter I'm talking about, the one I love. But I have actually a Catrice highlighter. This is this the only, no, I do have a couple other products from Catrice, but I haven't tried them yet. So this is the first product that I've actually tried from the brand Catrice, which I find in my local Ulta, and this is their 3D Glow Highlighter. I'm wearing it today, and let me tell you, this is pigmented and gorgeous. I have mine in the shade Warm Embrace, and it's like a rose gold type shade, and it's just so pretty. I wasn't expecting much out of this highlighter, but I got it mainly for the embossment. Like, look at that. It reminds me of the old Anastasia Beverly Hills, like their original highlighters. If you guys remember those original highlighters, this reminds me of the embossment on those, and I just really love this little guy. Like, look at my highlight. I am blinging. It's super soft, it's blendable, and this is one of the best highlighters I have found from the drugstore. It is just really soft. Like, the drugstore has some good highlighters now, don't get me wrong, but this little guy is nice, and it's small, which is really good for travel. I feel like all you need is a tiny highlighter. Like, I have never ever even hit pan on a highlighter. Have I? I don't think I've ever even hit pan on a highlighter because you use such a small amount, and I have so many, so it's like I'm always switching. I've dented a highlighter but never hit pan. Tiny highlighters are really all you need. So next we're going to talk about the e.l.f. Plus Matte Blotting Mist. This is one that I bought months ago, and I only dived into it recently, and I found that this is such a great setting spray. Y'all know I got a whole drawer full of setting sprays. This one is so good. This is so great for these hot summer months. Y'all know I'm oily, so these hot summer months got me like out here just, oh, I'm telling you, just stressing over my makeup all the time. But this e.l.f. Matte Blotting Mist is amazing. So you know how you have like your blotting papers, or you'll blot with powder? This is supposed to take the place of all of that. Now, I still kind of blot my makeup before I use this, but I use this before I go out. So after I put on all my makeup, I'll put this on, and then I'll use this when I'm out to kind of refresh and reset and mattify everything, and it works like a charm. So I do bring this with me in my purse. The only thing I wish is that they had a smaller bottle, like just a nicer travel size bottle that I can really just kind of throw in my bag and go. But this is fine, and I love how this stuff works. So one thing I will say about this setting spray is that you can even see, like if you look at the bottom, you can even see the powder like sitting in it. So you have to shake it up really well. If you don't, it will leave white dots on your face. Like, even when I do shake it up, I'll spray it, and then immediately I'll go in and just kind of like press it into the skin with my beauty blender, because it will literally leave white dots on your face. I've like went outside like that because I didn't look in the mirror after this dried down, and somebody told me I had white dots on my face, and it was really embarrassing. So if you do get this blotting mist, just make sure that you do make sure it like sinks into the skin before you walk out the door. And last but not least, I do have a lip product. This is the Milani, what is this called? Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper. It's in the shade Soft Rose. It's the lip gloss that I'm wearing right now, and I really do enjoy this lip gloss. It goes over pretty much any lip color. I'll say any like pinky, nude, brownish lip color. It is clear, but not really. It has a little bit of pigment to it, but not too much when you wear it alone. So it's great to wear alone if you want to, and it just looks really nice. It feels really nice, has that menthol feel on the lips. Not only that, but it's a lip plumper, so I feel like it also stays on your lips a little longer than other regular lip glosses. So I do really love this lip plumper. I don't know why I'm so drawn to it, I guess other than all the reasons I just said, but I really do love this lip plumper and recommend it. Alright y'all, so those are 10 hot fire products that I think you definitely need to be aware of and go pick up if you don't already have it. If you have any recommendations for products under $10 that we need to try, let us all know down below in the comment section, and let's get the conversation started. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. You didn't already watch the entire video, you might as well go ahead and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye you guys.